Hey guys, welcome to Scratching the Dirt. This is the Carnivore vlog. Today is Wednesday, November 26th. It is day 96 of Carnivore for me. So it's been almost a week since I've talked to you guys. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and today is going to be a busy day for me. I'm working and I'm expecting it to be a busy day, and then I'll come home and start doing some prep for Thanksgiving. But let's talk about Carnivore, where we're at. So I have reintroduced eggs back into my diet, except I have not eaten more than 3 at a time. Usually it's 2. The itching is still here. I still have some itching, but the amount of itching that I'm experiencing has greatly decreased since I've decreased the number of eggs that I am eating. I also have eaten less ground beef, not no ground beef. Because it's just, it's one of those things where you kind of think, well, I can cut this out and then I have to do X amount of work to do other things, or I can just control it and decide what I want to deal with. And so for now, I've decided I'm just going to eat the things that I know, especially during the holiday season when I'm going to be really busy. I'm eating the things that I know. I'm making sure that I don't eat too much, so that then the itching gets out of control, because it was very uncomfortable and it was very distracting. So, but it's fine now. I'm sleeping fine. The itching usually comes more towards the end of the day. So that's okay. I can deal with that much better than dealing with it all day long. I don't know if y'all can see, but there are a few bumps. My neck has been really itchy lately. And there are a few bumps here in this area. It may not be showing up on film, but my neck, and not as much of the back and as it was, but the back of my arms are still where I'm feeling a lot of the itching, and there's bumps there. And of course, I can't keep my hands off of it, so I just make it worse. There are some places where I've actually kind of ripped off scabs because I've itched so much that I've created a sore and then a scab, and then I itch again or scratch again, and the scab comes off. But it is what it is. It's not enough to make me stop, for sure. It's something I'm going to learn to deal with. And over time, I'm sure I will land on a place where itching is no longer a problem for me. For now, I'm kind of taking the lazy way out. I'm eating what I want to eat. I'm just eating less of the histamine foods, so like the eggs and the ground beef, and we're just going to see where we go from there. I also briefly want to talk about the weight loss. So I'm kind of on another stall, which is fine. I've lost, I think, 27 pounds since I've been on the carnivore diet. It's my fault. I have nothing to blame except for myself. I bought some Baby Bell cheeses and I ate those, and I have eaten pork rind. I've eaten things. I've been eating avocado as well. I have eaten things that I know are going to cause a weight loss stall. And that's fine, because I was trying to fill up on more fats and more food. And I wanted food that I was going to enjoy, because I don't want to get to the place where I'm not enjoying my food, because then it makes it much more difficult. So the weight loss is stalled out right now, and that's fine. It's the holiday season. I got a lot of other things to worry about, besides whether or not I've lost 2 pounds this week or 3 pounds this week or whatever. My clothes are my clothes. I did buy, y'all. I forgot what it's like to shop for clothes, because and I don't really like to shop for clothes. I actually will find something that I like online and then order it and have it sent straight to me. So I did order another pair of jeans, just because I work every day. I'm in jeans. And I bought the exact same jeans as the last ones I bought when I went down a size. And they're different. Like, the cut is a little different. They're a little bit looser. It's so frustrating shopping for clothes. It's one of the drives me crazy. It's probably why I just wear clothes that are ill-fitting all the time, because it's so frustrating to try to find the perfect thing. I'm not interested in going and spending an hour or two in a store and trying, I don't want to do it. I have other things I would rather do. So I'm just not going to buy any more clothes for a while. I'm going to wait until these newer jeans, even the ones that are different, until they're really, really loose and kind of uncomfortable. So there's that. I also had something that I wanted to talk about before, but then the itching started. And so I was trying to keep you guys updated, keep you updated on that. But I realized I may have talked about this before, but it just keeps coming up in my brain. I'm realizing how unimportant the number on the scale is, because I went back and I thought about the last time I weighed this number and what my body looked and felt like then. And I don't know if it's because I'm older now, if it's because I've had too many weight loss, weight gain cycles in my life. I don't know if it's, because I'm 50 and because of my hormones, and I don't know what it is. What I do know is that my body at this weight, which was smaller and tighter the last time I was at this weight, is I'm squishier now than I was at this weight previously. And I'm sure there are reasons for that. I'm sure there are medical reasons for that. It probably all makes perfect sense. I'm not saying I'm not okay with it. I'm just saying I'm recognizing it. I'm recognizing that my ideal number may not actually match the body I want. And because the whole goal of this is to get to the body, the functional body I want, where it's a certain amount of space I take up, but also the things that I'm capable of doing. Now, I am far more capable of far more things right now than I was 96 days ago. And so we're on great track here. It's one of those things where you're not supposed to pay attention to the number, but so many of us are conditioned to pay attention to the number that I was paying attention to the number, even if it was a little more subconscious. But I was still like, this number doesn't seem right. Like I should be smaller than this at this number. And I'm just not. It is what it is. The math is the math. I weigh X number of pounds, and this is what my body looks like at that number of pounds right now. And so I just wanted to chat about that, about how I may have done this to myself. This may be a result of my own, past years, because I have had a lot of weight gain and weight loss cycles in my life. So I talked early on about loose skin and how that was a concern for me, and it may become one at some point. At this point, I have not lost enough weight fast enough for me to see any loose skin. I still have padding that is filling all that out. So we're going to see as we continue. It may take a year for me to get to the body state I'm looking for. So I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to keep, thinking about doing the healthy things and focusing on the lack of pain and the things I'm able to do now. So, but that's just something, I don't know if you guys have had experience with that. I know that there's a lot of folks that have had weight gain, weight loss cycles in their life. And it makes sense that it would change, your body composition or how your body reacts and responds. And so it is what it is. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep paying attention to it. I've kind of reframed my goals to be, there's a couple of things I want to do. And they may sound silly, but this is truly like my goals. I want all of my clothes, when I purchase them, I want them to fit properly and be in regular women's sizes. I just want to get out of plus sizes. I want to get into regular women's sizes comfortably. Part of that is that I want my shirts, like my t-shirts and my hoodies and those things, to be a 1XL. Currently, I wear 2XL. At the start of this, I was wearing a 3. And so, and sometimes a 4, to be honest, because I would wear clothes that were so baggy to try to cover up how big I'd gotten, which of course only made me look bigger. And I just want to get down to a plain old normal extra large. I want to pay the same price as everyone else for their regular size clothes. I don't want to have to pay the premium for the double X or the triple X or whatever. And I want regular clothes. I want to be able to walk into any store, see a shirt I like, buy it because I know it's going to fit. And, I've always had a number in my head. My number has always been 180 pounds. Years and years and years ago, I read a chart that said at 5'9", 140 pounds is the max that I should weigh. No. I am not going down to 140 pounds. I am not interested in being 140 pounds. I don't think I would be comfortable that thin. And I may be wrong. Over time that may change, but for now, I still have the 180-pound number in my head, even though I'm not sure that that's going to be the number that I land on when I get to the body condition and shape I'm looking for. So time will tell. We'll see. But those are just some things to keep in mind. I feel like I have really simple goals. I want to be able to physically do the things I want to do. I want to be able to wear regular size clothes. That's it. That's all I need in my life. I want to be able to shop and I want to be able to garden and do the chickens and do all the stuff. So we're well on our way to that. I don't make noises when I get in and out of the car anymore. I used to be like, oh, I don't do that anymore. I just get out of the car. So progress is great. We have progress happening. So that's kind of the update. I know I'm kind of pyum today. That's the holiday season. That's the busyness of my work schedule right now, kind of coming through to you guys. But I did want to get an update done before the holiday. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're in the States. If not, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday and Friday. And thank you very much for being here. Thanks for sticking with me on this journey. And I'm going to see you soon. Bye.